Thursday. No, it's not, it's Tuesday.
To the red, white, and blue thing. I was like, oh, look, red, white, and blue ones. I was like, duh.
Okay, calling the meeting of Parks and Rec Committee to order on Tuesday, July 23rd at 2:05. Okay, roll call, please.
All right, Patty,
Yes.
John,
Yeah,
all right, good afternoon. Michael, yes. Deborah,
Yes.
Kyle,
here.
and Aaron.
I'm here.
All right, excellent, thank you.
Okay, so the first order of business is approval of the agenda.
I'll
So if you
motion.
didn't get a copy, it's right here.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
All right, I'll second.
All right,
Okay.
Aye.
all approved,
Aye.
aye, okay. And then the next is the approval of the June 20th Parks and Rec meeting minutes. And I found a couple of corrections, but I'm
Okay.
gonna give you a second to look at them. and see
Sure.
if anybody finds any.
I have them here. So there was one that I had put a question mark on, specifically, there was a potential, well, go ahead, give me your ones that are probably in there.
Under number 5, discussion of rec activities, the C.A. Elliott is Kim, K.
That was my question,
Shaw
okay.
Elliott,
Okay,
and it's
okay.
hyphenated, the Shaw Elliott.
Ooh. Oh, is it? Uh-oh. Now her birth thing needs to be changed. It's Shaw Elliott hyphenated?
It is hyphenated between the Shaw and the Elliott,
Okay, so it's
every time I've seen it.
Kim,
Kim, K-I-M, Shaw, S-H-A-W, hyphen, Elliott, E-L-L-I-O-T.
2 L's.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And the
What
other
else?
was in the same category, the time period. The minutes say 7. I don't remember what we finally decided on. I was thinking it was 5 to 7.
think
At the
the
meeting
voting
where I
says
zoomed in,
Mm-hmm.
I know Kim said 6 to 8 and the sign says 6 to 8. So
6 to
I don't
8.
know what we decided here or if it matters, but does it need to be changed in the minutes?
Other than if we said 5 in minutes, but I don't know.
So my notes.
We don't have to do exactly what we wrote here, in other words, if it ends
Right,
up.
right,
yeah.
no, but we have to correct the notes, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't change the time now, it's been out there for a while.
so this
Yeah,
is
it's
what.
6.
Yeah.
It's 6, yeah. This is my notes from when we actually met. First date 7/25/24, Thursday, 7 p.m.
Okay.
From
well,
here, I mean, so if it could be, so I did something else in here and it was, and I don't know if it's appropriate or not, so Debbie probably can help me here. Under the page 4, next meeting date and time. That's what it was 12:30 p.m. So that's a correction. It was 12:30 p.m. And then I put in here, later changed to to July 23rd. And I don't know if that's appropriate.
Yeah, so you're just putting it in the minutes even though
After
it
the
wasn't
fact.
discussed. I
Right.
wouldn't.
Okay.
Not put it in.
No, I mean, you may want to start your minutes,
Mm-hmm.
your next set with this month, we were unable to meet on this date and met at this date and time instead. Just mention it, but I
Right.
wouldn't include it when it
Okay.
didn't happen.
So strike this, and like you say, for today's meeting, kind of, is it really, maybe is it called to order? Or is it before even approval of agenda? You follow what
Maybe
I'm
it's
saying?
the approval part because that's what, the date is changed.
Or you think it's under approval of minutes?
Yeah, you know what, I think she's right, maybe. Put it under, no, because it's not gonna be involved in the minutes. So put it under approval of agenda,
Uh-huh.
meeting,
Here.
meeting was originally designated on this date and time. period, we met at this date and time instead. Just so they have the actual meeting date on board.
Yeah, just trying to get the, you know, kind of the linkage, I'm trying to make sure that
Yes, I think that would be good.
held basically 7:23 instead. Okay.
You think so? You guys agree?
Yes, I do.
Or were you listening?
No, they weren't.
You
They
got
weren't
in
listening,
trouble.
but it's
I
okay.
hear
What
you
was the
say.
subject about? Oh, thank you, John.
Thanks,
Say What
John.
happened, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so, so I'm not gonna worry about the 7:10 because that's what was actually discussed. I'll get Kim Shaw Elliott's name right and I will strike, the bullet that I put where, with the date change under item 9.
Okay.
So, from a, and I can make those changes and get them to Renee before I leave. I'd like to make a motion, I guess, to approve the minutes with corrections noted. And, that's the motion.
I second it.
All agree? Aye. John, you agree? Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
The next is citizens' comments, and I don't see any, so. Moving on, now it's the mural. And I believe Kyle has the most updates on the mural, so Kyle, you have the floor.
Okay, so I spoke with John Colmer, the muralist, after our council meeting in which it was left after discussion for us to make a decision on the murals. There was some back and forth of if a turtle on the parking lot side would somehow attract more clientele to Morgan Park. I don't know, it's debatable, but it was, when I talked to John, I asked for him to give us, you know, his form of the agreement with sketches. The one change was that we had the palm trees we proposed to the council, so we had a turtle with welcome to Bel Air Beach on the parking lot side. We had the palm trees on the doors, and then we had the dolphin on the beach side. And it was said that the palm trees looked, what was it, like a little manufactured, what was the word? they used?
Yeah, not real, AI, I
Yeah,
don't know.
like,
Oh,
just, I
Yeah.
guess. it's
Auto
like-
gen-
And that,
Yeah,
and
no,
that picture was that way, so that's why it looked
Yeah.
that way, but
So-
they didn't care for it.
So they opted for a manatee. And when I spoke to John, he had no problem with sketching out.
On what, the bathroom wall?
On
Yeah,
the
I
doors.
don't know how it'll
Door
fit.
side.
All right, well, it's
Instead of
gonna be a
palm
little
trees.
manatee.
We'll see what he comes back with. He didn't seem to think it was a problem.
Oh, whatever, I'd rather see a little manatee than a big one.
What about a great white shark or something?
I guess sure.
So palm trees,
He went
manatee
to
instead of palm trees?
manatee instead of palm.
Okay.
So it's,
But with that being said, what is our funding? And we can go back to that. Or is
Well,
that an
It's
issue?
1,500 per wall. We can make all 3 walls work with this year's budget. So I want to get the agreement. He's in Scotland/Ireland right now.
Yeah,
When he comes back, he's gonna draft an agreement with sketches. I'll send those out to you guys to get individual feedback. I'll send his agreement to our attorney. And then to proceed, we'll sign it and then we give him half for supplies and half done.
okay, so it's happening.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I didn't know if we had enough to fit all 3 walls in, so
We did.
well, he said he would find it.
Yeah, it's there.
thank
We didn't
you.
have as many repairs as sometimes happens each year.
Okay, thank you. That's very exciting.
Yes, it is.
I understood that the mayor was unhappy with the turtle and the wording, welcome to Bel Air Beach also.
I wouldn't say
He just didn't
unhappy.
think of it. He just didn't, he
He-
would prefer not to because it thinks it attracted more people that are not Bel Air residents.
So
Yeah.
are they just removing the words, welcome to
That
Bel Air
would just have a
Beach?
turtle up there, doesn't have to say Bel Air Beach.
Right, it doesn't.
Okay, I can tell him.
Just more natural looking is what I would prefer.
Maybe put a baby turtle with it. That'd be really nice.
Or a great white shark?
Because we have several nests out there right now.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have to say welcome. Don't our signs say welcome?
And it's actually not that much room to write welcome to Bel Air Beach and put a pretty turtle. It's, every time I look at it, it shrinks.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, Aaron's gonna have to move the signs sometime before. And then we're gonna have to reserve the first parking spot for John, you know, so he can get there early and paint away. I think he said he's gonna start on the beach side.
oh, really?
When's the tentative date on that?
He said sometime in August.
In August?
Yeah, I would expect that maybe the first couple weeks of August, if everything goes smoothly.
All right, so is there a way we can, are we gonna vote by proxy on the final drafts when you send them to us?
Unless you guys wanna call a meeting, I mean, we can try to send in individual responses and share,
To Renee,
if you
right?
guys are satisfied or not.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't mind running up here for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I mean,
You know-
nobody lives far.
I mean, Michael's busy, we could always send him if he can't make it, but I'm
Yeah.
sure I could pass you 20 times
You
a
work
day.
out of your house.
You
Do you work out of your house most of the time?
I haven't been driving.
Yeah, I have an
recently.
office in Tampa, but mostly I'm
And I could run him by,
floating.
even to his house, to his condo, if we needed to.
Yeah, yeah,
Or by what
absolutely.
you call it, either way, you know.
And John, how long are you here?
He's not.
I'm here. I think I'm basically following the discussion.
No.
So are you asked, we're not to a vote yet, are we?
No, I'm asking how long you are in Bel Air
He's
before
not.
you go back up north. Are you up north right now?
Mhm.
I'm up north right now, and can you say it again, please, Paige?
That's what I was asking you. Are you up north? Or are you in Bel Air?
Well, if I was in Bel Air, I'd be there.
Well, I was told you would be there this
No,
morning.
I'm up in Minnesota.
Okay. And when will you be back?
Way up there, huh?
I will get back probably around the middle of October.
Okay.
It's not impossible I'll make a trip between now and then, but if I do, I'll be checking in with the group to make sure that when I do it, I make a meeting.
Okie doke. Thank you.
Can I just ask a quick question? As an alternative member, do you have to show a certain amount of times, or how does that work? An alternate member?
Let me check the code.
Just wondering. Sorry, okay.
No, that's
I
a
don't mean to
question.
distract you guys.
That could come under other business.
Okay, yeah, we'll look at that later under other business.
Any more discussion on the park? On the
What was
mural?
that date, the start date?
Sometime in
Potential?
August, maybe the first few weeks of August.
Okay, okay.
Nothing tentative or,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nothing in stone.
I really can't wait to see the final drawing, so.
I know. So excited. I wish I was where he is, though.
If there's something more you feel at this point that you're looking for that you didn't see in the first drawing, or you want the turtle to be bigger and the words, like, communicate it before he starts drafting.
Right.
Yeah, and anybody else for that matter too.
Is he still looking?
The palm trees were just supposed to be a subtle accent. He can make
Right.
them look like this.
Right.
Hmm.
And I thought they would fit more easily on that.
Yeah,
Because of the
because-
two doors
Mhm.
and, but again,
But
Kyle
with
will make
lots,
sure we get to discuss before he starts final drafts, please.
I'll send them all to you, and then we'll ask about just coming in
Okay.
for a meeting, once we have the sketches. Please.
Well, maybe before he starts his sketches, if we can have a round table meeting with him or
A
even
phone?
just a phone, yeah, that's what I meant, a round table, but,
Oh,
Maybe try
phone.
calling them now.
Not while he's in
He's in
Scotland.
Scotland.
Don't be messing with my vacation if I was in Scotland.
No, I think somebody maybe left him a castle. I don't know. He keeps saying, I'm
Oh, I
gonna go
think that
see
was
my
sarcasm.
castle. Oh.
Because there was a castle named the Comer Castle. And
Oh.
then there was one called King John's Castle.
Okay.
And I do feel like he has a sense of humor, a good sense of humor. So. But if there's no more discussion there, number 5 is discussion of other recreational activities, the monthly. The first one being this Thursday evening from 6 to 8, back here on the back porch. I know you have some cornholes and Kyle has a cornhole. You haven't made us one that says Bel Air Beach yet, have you?
I won't be here. I won't be here.
Okay,
I can.
Well, you were supposed to.
yeah.
That's what, I was supposed to bring the Italian food, you were supposed to bring the game.
For what?
And neither of
The
those things
cornhole
happened.
games,
I'll take my,
you said you had one.
Yeah, but for
Thursday?
what are we talking about? Oh, Thursday?
Thursday, yes, sir.
I have a meeting on Thursday night, so
Is it here?
I'll be here with the,
In this room?
I'll
Okay.
probably show.
I will show. Kim will not,
I know. I can bring
but
cornhole,
she has
it's no
good
problem. I
reasons,
just-
so her mother's, you know,
Yeah.
and so she has to go up wherever her mother is.
Who can make it?
I said I will come.
You?
Mhm.
Is anybody else coming?
I cannot.
Okay.
You coming?
Yeah, I guess I'm coming. Could be some.
I'll drag Lloyd,
Should
and
we
I'm
get
trying
some-
to drag
should
my
we get
couple of
some
my
water
neighbors.
at least?
Do what?
I asked Kim, I'm like, what supplies were you envisioning for this? And she said nothing. And I
She
was-
said nothing, she said bring, but I think water would be nice.
Cold water at
The
least.
big cooler with water, did we ever get a little cooler yet for each?
All right, I'll bring cornhole.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, and on the website or wherever it is that I just read about it, you know, it says bring your own beverages,
Okay.
snacks if you want to
Yeah.
share, so.
How many people do you think will come?
Us. Not you.
I hope Kim's neighbors,
I don't know.
because she said she had beefed it up with them, so I will actually text her and ask her to remind her neighbors if she could. I'm trying to get 3 of my neighbors to come.
That would be nice. So, did you want to borrow my set, or no, or no? I mean, I don't know. Do you need it?
I have no idea.
No, okay.
You said you had 2,
We
and he has
don't
1.
know what to expect.
Yeah. But do you have one, is it at your house or is it
It's
here?
in our house, I'll just bring it.
Okay. Can you write yourself a note, because right now I feel like your head is not in the game.
I'm pretty good.
I'll put money on it, you won't be here Thursday.
Oh,
Okay.
well, he's not,
No,
he
I
has
have
a
to
meeting,
be
he
here.
says. He has a meeting in here on
Yeah, I
Thursday.
got.
Yeah, he's not going to be at that either.
not
When was the
happy.
last time you saw Tammy? I want to know.
Been a while, it's probably like Thursday. So, who knows? That'd be a long time for me to,
Yeah, it would be.
yeah. So anyways, it says any board member who misses 3 unexcused consecutive regular meetings as defined in section 38-57 shall forfeit their office. So it doesn't say alternate board member, it's just board member.
Okay. All right. Status quo. So,
So can we recruit? Can we just ask people if they're interested and things like
Yeah.
that to get them
Yeah,
in?
just tell them, go online and stick in an application.
Okay.
Is that, and I don't know, and I'm just kind of going back a second here. So that was even when I had Kim Shaw Elliott's name in the minutes, you know, she was coordinating that first.
Right, it was her
Recreational
idea, it was her
activity.
proposal, yes.
But I had put in there her as a potential board candidate.
She's a council member.
Okay, all right, so that needs to come out too.
Oh,
In the minute, I'm saying in the actual minute,
okay. It needs to be put in there, is that what you're saying?
no, I'm saying I had written that. I put C.A. Elliott as potential board member.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay, so that has to be changed.
I'll take that out. I was editing them right here, so I'll just take that out.
All right.
oh, that's what, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I guess she could, but, you know, it's
Right,
more
yeah.
time, and she's still a full-time lawyer, so.
Mm-hmm, gotcha.
Okay, so anything else about this recreation thing? Patty's going to be there and Aaron? Maybe.
And Lloyd, I will drag him.
Yay.
I'm
That's good.
It's a party
I think we
then.
should have at least one council member, you know?
He'll support me.
Um,
Yeah,
And-
and I'll
and
know
then-
just water. Cause like I said, it says on the fly, and there was a flyer supposed to be out. Did a flyer go out or is it just a digital flyer?
I think it was digital.
It's on,
She sent a digital flyer.
Okay,
We didn't make a paper one.
okay, good. It's a waste of trees.
Yep.
Okay, so just water and then any, again, spread it around your neighborhood even if you don't wanna come.
No, I can't come.
Okay.
It's not that I
Well, you
don't
have
want
too
to
many
come.
company.
Yeah, I have like 7 Parisians in my house that I'm feeding every night, so.
Italian food.
Just 4 really, but my son is another one and he eats for 5s.
Okay, so are there any other activities? I know I had suggested pickleball tournament and y'all weren't real thrilled with that, but, anything else that
I mean, I
your
would love it.
neighbors-
I think it would go over well here. You have a lot of very passionate players in this town.
Do we get a lot of people out here playing pickleball?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, when it cools off a little, we got regulars that are out there every evening.
And there are neighbors?
No.
They're not?
I think one of them has now joined the group. The other 2, they ride their bikes over the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Over the
So
bridge. huh?
how can we
Ooh.
get that out there?
Well, first of all, if they're not part of Bel Air Beach, they shouldn't be able to use the courts.
Oh.
Uh-oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean
could always
that.
That could always be something. I'd have to, my only worry is because we got the,
Insurance, too.
no, we got the grant money for the tennis court originally. And I don't know if we can exclude the only residents because we took the
Oh.
grant
Okay, I see.
out.
That's something to check into.
We can charge, but I don't think we can say only these people.
Well, right, like a membership to a park, almost like residents are free, and then if you're a guest, or like $20 for the year, I don't know,
A
something.
dollar a game.
But then we'd have to police it.
Yeah.
So right now, see,
And somebody has to
they
stay
ride their
there.
bikes because they don't want to pay the parking. Every once in a while they pay parking.
Oh, they do have to pay the parking. Oh, they ride their bikes.
They
so
ride
they
their
don't.
bikes,
That's what you said.
double up on the exercise.
Well, you could say, I mean, do we make money on the parking? Maybe you say you can't use the courts unless you have a parking permit from here.
You could make that a policy to get
But
a code.
what about people that don't drive? Period.
You mean they just
We
walk
would
over?
still have the code or something to get into the gate. In like, let's say it's a code, well, then the people tell the friends the code and everybody comes in. All right.
We could do a dodgeball tournament. What? No?
You know, they
My sons
outlawed
would be
that in
very
public
happy with that.
schools. My favorite games, and they outlawed it in public schools.
They outlawed it?
Yeah, you can't play dodgeball in public schools.
Might hurt
Nope.
someone. Poor
Nope,
baby.
nope, nope.
Mm.
So, okay, any other ideas, or can you?
What about I mean, I know I've talked about this in the past, but what about like a dance?
Well, that's the thing that I think y'all were gonna do, the music bingo.
Yeah, music bingo.
Or,
is-
yeah, that's
The
a part of
karaoke
it.
bingo, I think that would be a blast.
Y'all not gonna do it? You do.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing a fundraiser.
Okay,
Our big fundraiser was this, so we're not doing an event for a
Okay.
fundraiser.
okay. Well, that would-
And
I think
Michael,
that'd be
thank you
fun. Like you
kindly.
said, a dance or.
Yeah.
John, thank
I
you
mean, just
kindly.
a social party dance with music and,
Yeah, I mean.
you know, something, $5 at the door, you know, and, or something. I think that'd be, I don't know. Schools used to do that back in the day, like after football games and, you know, that was something I always looked forward to back in the day. But I think people would show up for that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I know I would.
Who was in charge of your music bingo?
Well, we never, it was my idea, but we never moved forward with it. I think Wendy knew somebody who was capable of doing it. I can ask her.
Okay. Because I mean, we could do regular bingo, but that just makes it sound like it's for old folks. So-
No, but so this,
Oh.
oh, I'm sorry. You want to tell her about karaoke bingo?
No, you go first, I cut you off.
So the karaoke bingo is where they play a little bit of music. So you have a card, and you have to identify the music, get the right artist.
And it's on your card.
It's on your card, but you have to
Amazing.
like know the song,
Yeah.
attach it to the artist, and then you have to place your things. So
Yeah.
it's really an involved things, and it's nice because you could just do like tables, stand-up cocktail tables of like
Yeah, it's a lot of
10
fun.
people, and we could all stand around and everyone like works together. So you could do like each table is another group.
Mhm.
And we had done this at a party, but the friends did it themselves. They went online and they found some type of, I don't know, silly app or something that
Okay.
must do it for you. So it's out there, but I'm not that tech savvy, so.
Yeah, I know at a local spot, they do karaoke or whatever, music bingo at, well, it's like Annandale Brewery. They do it. They're in Indian Rocks Beach.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so
Oh, that's good.
Should always
Where
assess
is
that.
that?
Annandale Brewery?
Who brewery?
Oh,
And-
the
and-
little one,
No, in Indian Rocks Beach.
green building?
Yeah, do you know where
I just saw it today.
do you know where the CrossFit is?
No,
G Mart,
All right.
the beach store, the big, you know what a CVS is in Indian
Yeah.
Rocks Beach? But then the next building south of that is, they've got like the surf, not surf style.
Oh, okay, I know where it is.
It's in that building. It's
Okay.
Annandale Brewery. It's a brewery right there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's delicious.
So if we did something like that, would you come? We did karaoke bingo. Would you come, John?
Karaoke bingo sounds fun.
Could even do a trivia night, anything like that is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we can really conduct a trivia night ourselves if we want. Not that I have a clue about trivia, but I'm sure we could look online, like what are the
Got an
10
ancient
most
Trivial
common
Pursuit
trivia, yeah, good old fashioned
Beach
Trivial
trivia.
Pursuit game going on.
We're speed dating.
I mean,
I would be very quiet. Any input on the music
I need
bingo?
help.
I'm gonna-
I tried to get with somebody else.
I just
Nice
want to have
girl.
people show up. You have to
I tried to get you.
really pump it up.
Oh, which one? Which one?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want, I just want
Another
more
one.
activities.
Yeah.
Um,
Make your friends come.
And that for the karaoke bingo, we wouldn't have to serve alcohol, would we? Or would we need to?
I don't think you
wine?
have to, but that kind of goes hand in hand with that.
Okay.
With that
And can you
activity.
do that just wine maybe, or I don't know, wine and beer? Do you have to have the same license?
As long as it's free, it's easy. But otherwise, bring your own.
Yeah.
Bring your
BYO.
own. We can do that. Okay, BYO.
I prefer that, this way I can drink what I want. And it will be in here.
So no one will know what it is.
Yep, nobody ever knows, no.
Okay.
I have a
Well, let's think about
question.
that, yes.
Are we going to be doing the health and wellness fair this year? And if we are, when does that kick into gear? Because you need a lot of months to start lining up those people.
We talked about that last time, I think, or the
Was
time
I there?
before. I don't know, because we were saying we may not.
Okay,
Because
I
like
would just
the-
want to know what everyone's
mean,
thinking at this point, what we're
Again,
discussing.
I wasn't here this past year. I enjoyed it the 2 years I was. But I don't, has it gone down that much?
Or the-
I think it's a wonderful idea, And it seemed like it got easier because Tammy had done such a good job of setting it up, and then you just kind of followed her lead on it. We followed her lead or whatever. And calling the same people, maybe not have 25 again, only have 20.
Okay, but you
But it
are,
was pretty, even with the numbers, I know John had got a few people, I know you all got, people with the strange people and everything. It seemed like it was pretty, diverse in terms of, I didn't see any repeats.
Well, the ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
it wasn't supposed to be,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, but it was a lot of stations and it was a lot of different
Yeah.
things. It was hard to tell, it was hard to tell how many, how well attended it was because there were so many people there that were there.
Working.
Like
The
I saw a lot
vendors
of
as well.
vendors talking to the other tables, so I couldn't really, until I saw, oh, well, she's the, person,
Mhm.
that they were co-mingling. So it made it seem like there was more activity and, more people talking to different stations, but they were just the same people that were in the room kind of
Oh,
cycling, if that makes any sense.
Well, I think if we had our sign that went across the road, or either the little signs that stick in the ground, reminding everybody, like the week before or 3 or 4 days before, I think that would get more. Just like your garage sale signs, that's what I'm talking about, or either the banner across the street, which we don't use enough, in my opinion. But the little, I mean, it wouldn't, if you make a sign across the street, you would just have something where you change the date. So you could use the same sign every time. The ones that go on the ground, the same thing. Same signs, just a space to change the date, if we can do that. We just need reminders. I mean, I know I do. I have to put sticky notes on my door before I walk out into the garage or I forget stuff. So, yes, I would like to continue it.
Okay.
We can vote on it, you know. I think we should vote on it if you don't want to continue it. So,
I just want to say one thing. For some reason, I don't think the public realizes that we're trying to offer them something. We're not looking for anything, we're not selling anything, we're just trying to give them information and help them to know other people in the area, other doctors. So it really has a good concept. I don't think it has been perceived well. However, I think the people who came last year,
the vendors, you mean? Or the...
no, the actual guests who came got so much out of it that perhaps they will talk it up a little bit more and it will create more, because whoever came really enjoyed it. I will say
Including
that.
me.
Yeah, and I did as well. I got to talk to a lot of different people, so.
And I actually had people that contacted me about some of the vendors that I had sent in and said, oh, I love this person, I want to go to this dentist, I want to go to that stretch lab thing, tell me more about it, blah, 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 or thank you for, so.
And Club Pilates has finally come to me and said, Deb, if you're doing a table anywhere, if we can do a table, we would like one to do one.
Yay.
So they just told me, because they weren't able to do it last year, they have more employees, more staff, and they would love to do it, so. So that's exciting. I'm game, I'm always game, we'll work it out.
Okay.
And let's do a cutoff. Let's say if we don't get 50 people to come through the door, we don't do it again. If it's 49, yeah, we'll do it. But you know what I'm saying? Not a hard cutoff, but
But we need to sell it too. We need to sell it to friends and family and neighbors and all that also.
well, now that we're putting, oh, John, go ahead, John.
Go, John.
That, what we charge those vendors, is not 10% of what they would expect to pay to go into a fair like that.
Correct.
And it's a lot of work, and 50 people is a pretty low bar, considering the, probably close to 100 people being involved in putting on that show. And the thing went on for 5 hours, even on the day of. So, I would say, I like Deb's idea, but I think 50 people is way too low of a bar.
Well, why don't we do this, John? Why don't we figure out a way to better communicate it, because we're involved in putting out things in the city newsletter now. They're doing more blasts. Maybe we can be a little bit more proactive about what we're communicating on our end this time. Give it our last hurrah. If it works, we'll know. If it doesn't, we'll know. And we'll just make this a trial.
And you're gonna leave the fee the same for the vendors?
Yes. Especially, it was $25, right? I mean, especially if you're only having 50 people come in, as you said, it's not worth it.
Right, because it is a lot of work for them. That's what my daughter said. But when she came as a dentist, but they also live, I mean, their practice is way south. So they had mentored a young dentist that's just over the bridge. And she came and she loved it. And that's actually somebody in South, I think on 8th or 9th Street had actually contacted me and said, thank you for bringing that dentist in. And the dentist contacted my daughter and me and said thank you because she got 2 or 3 new patients. And she didn't have to come very far. And, you know,
Yeah.
so, you know, it does work. Just maybe not as well as we want it to, but that's the world.
Okay, so with that being said, if we're going to be doing that in January, and we're going to be doing the chili cook-off
October.
in October,
October when again?
Yeah, that was the next thing to talk about.
It's
Okay.
probably while you're gone.
Yeah, we had decided on that Bucks game,
I think
was
she's
it the
back.
17th?
Oh,
I have
okay.
a calendar.
Aaron's messing with you, John.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the weekend before you get back.
the only deal is, seems like it gets a lot more people, it's a lot easier. I mean, yeah, just on a comparative basis, I definitely want to be there for that. I don't know, health, again, health and welfare, health and wellness deal. It is pretty well, you know, it's organized. It isn't like it's going to be any more work this year than it was last year. I just think, yeah, a better promotion plan, and I think the bar should be higher than 50.
we agree.
We agree very heartily with that.
We'll strive for 250.
Well, I think that might be pretty ambitious too, but
Yes, but
75 to 100 anyway. There's 25 tables there, but you know, there's still a lot of contacts. You know, if you say 25 times 50 or 75, but I think selling the proposition makes sense. It was a lot of work. So anyway,
Well, Patty's gonna we're gonna see if we can recruit people, and maybe by then we'll have more help and it won't be so bad for us.
yeah.
And remember, we do have the help of Kyle and the team here.
sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, so chili cook-off. I'm trying to find my notes where it
Yeah,
says
you're
what
right.
day it is.
I think so.
13,
13th of October?
yeah.
Because there was an away game, we were playing the
Yes, sir.
Saints.
13, the Falcons.
Why
Okay.
is there a possibility of having that be a little later?
Negative. You won't be in town. That's why we're having it on the 13th.
Well, you're probably right because I'm probably looking at being there closer to the 18th. Plus, obviously, it takes a day to make a chili. So
Well, we talked, you know,
No, you're right,
Kyle
Saints.
found the dates for us
Saints, you're right,
because,
Saints.
okay.
Saints,
Saints
Um,
game?
yes.
We don't want to do it on
what's it?
when the Bucks have a home game, so we looked at that. And that was the weekend that was available.
Oh, it really is the 13th? Oh, 'cause I had the 26th and 27th.
Yeah, I thought it was the 27th, then he got
Oh.
the
I thought
dates
it
of
was
the
later
Bucks.
too. What?
Okay.
We were hoping it was gonna be the
No, if you do the
27th.
27th, it's a home game versus the Falcons.
That's what it is. So when is the next away one besides the 13th?
She's just looking at
November 4th,
Oh,
the Chiefs.
November 4th, and we have the
Close
Christmas
to-
thing sometime.
When it's close to election, I don't know what happens with prepping this as a precinct. I don't know if that matters.
Oh, yeah, that's way too close to the,
Election,
yeah, that's a big deal.
yeah.
Do you guys need election officials or anything like that here to help?
You have to reach out to the supervisor of election.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
do it
okay,
through-
it's not done through you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that close to it, they're probably commandeering the space, getting set up. If it were the fourth,
Probably
that'd be.
coming in with their stuff on Monday.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how long it took them to set up.
They would set up on Monday.
Okay. I mean, I guess they're professionals, right?
That's what.
None of us have the date.
Even if they drop their stuff off a week early, we could put it all in here.
What we
Gotcha.
originally said, I didn't take my.
Well, we said 13th or 27th,
Oh,
the
okay.
weekends we were looking at, and the 27th is a home game. And we said we didn't want to do it on a home game.
Okay, so it moved up to
Okay.
the 13th. Okay.
So where are we at, Patty?
You
So
have to
we're
come home-
October 13th,
You have to come home early.
yes. Can you come home early?
I will come home early for the chili cook-off.
Oh, you're wonderful.
You
We-
better win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix it for you, John.
You better scratch that from the recorder.
And I won't have any pheasant, so.
Okay.
I'll come back out, get some pheasant and I'll get some pheasant and eat it myself.
Okay.
Or you can get some peacocks in St.
Okay,
Pete.
so October 13th.
And that's a Sunday, and what did we say? We said early something, didn't we?
12,
12 to
4.
12 to 4.
12 to 4?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's official now.
Unless it goes into overtime, it might extend. We'll just see what happens.
Now, that's all subject, that is obviously for me all subject to convincing Brenda to leave on the 9th. Either that or I'll have to fly there and, but I will work on that. That's what I will do.
Thank you, John. It's a very big sacrifice you're making for us.
We appreciate it very much.
The big sacrifice is, if the fall fishing is good, I hate to be dragged away from that, but I just want to let you know that I'm willing to bleed for you, so,
You're a good man.
all right. Okay,
Okay. So if we're doing any of these other things, like the bingo or karaoke or trivia, when are you thinking? Is it just a different middle of the night event type
I
of
guess
thing?
it could be like that Thursday thing, just alternate, one night it's a bingo thing, one night it's a report sitting, or just trying to get ideas out there.
Okay.
If we want to make it if it goes over semi-well on a Thursday night, we could make it a bigger event, or, I mean, this is the busy time coming up for everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
that's-
October, November, December, so.
So like maybe keep
Extend it to
these
March.
porch visits, yeah, I was gonna say maybe keep them simple to now, for now, and if we wanna add it, maybe March, April, something like that.
And we can, at the porch sittings, we can talk about those things.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Get people to
Chime in.
see if they have ideas and what they'd be interested in.
Okay, well, make sure you get your little flashcards or, you're gonna be there that night, so feel them out.
I was looking on the minutes, and it did say 26, 27 in our minutes. But then Kyle also said he would check the schedule,
Gotcha.
and he did email us all that.
Okay.
And it's gonna be free again, or not again, it's gonna be free this time. And we will provide the wine, the coolers, beer, soda, water, and desserts. So, we did discuss possibly not just the chili as a contest, but a dessert contest. That was discussed, so,
Or we can do a bake-off.
same thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be tied into this one, but it can be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get it started, and then maybe we can
Yeah,
make it a separate.
yeah.
Okay. And we did limit it to 12 in our last meeting.
12 and,
12 chili.
12 chilies.
Yeah, and then we said, just what I captured in notes, so we said it could expand to 20, but I think we said we were capping it at 12.
But has anyone come up with a better way to score? Cause I guess I'm gonna go online and find out what's a good way to score. Because
We have to
the,
search.
you know, we don't want it to be that popularity contest, or because
No.
I brought 16 family members, I'm gonna win because they're gonna all vote for me. But, yeah, has to be some kind of, I mean, we did talk about a judging panel.
Something, yeah, something different. Something more
Because
fun.
we're not gonna have judges for the Halloween, cause we niched that thing.
It has to be a blind test for it to be a fair test.
I agree.
So almost as if we need to get our judges, like a little platform where they're sitting, you don't tell them, we know, like maybe underneath the cups are leveled or whatever, little bowls. They get their 12. Let's say there's 3 judges or 4, you'll need a tiebreaker, I don't care how many judges. And they actually taste them all, but they don't know whose is whose.
Right, you know, like in, I don't do this, but in like a brewery, and they bring you out a little thing with the cups,
Yeah,
and it
like
has
a
like
flight.
10 different beers, that kind of
Like
thing.
a tasting,
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so we can, and just, we'll be like, okay, now it's time for the judges to rule. And the judges will have been participating and talking, and we'll just set a little thing out in front of them, and they'll taste each one. They'll go off on their own, and then we'll continue with the party. And when they do make a decision, it's done. Or how many pick 3 and how many pick number 2, I don't
Yeah.
know.
That would probably be the best way to do it. They all score 1 through 12, or however many they are. They score them, and then whoever gets the most 1s, they're the winner. Who gets the most 2s is second, who gets the most 3s is third. That work?
Yeah, are we doing like 3 different categories?
Yes,
was
just
4.
actually we said 4. We
4.
said crowd favorite, most flavorful, most creative, and overall best.
Somehow they're gonna have to figure out the numbered cups that are, they don't know who's are who's. The judges will have to figure out each one of the categories.
See, I think it gets complicated with the categories,
I do
quite
too. I think just for
honestly.
second and third would be easier.
I think
If
so.
you do it, you know, where whoever got the most 1s out of the judges. And the judges don't even, they shouldn't collaborate, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
and actually, like, I don't know, like most creative, I don't know, then people are taking the booth into consideration, it should be really just the chili.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
It's just our second one, right?
Yeah,
This is the second one, so we're gonna try something different this time, and,
see how it goes.
yeah.
Okay.
I like having no idea who's is whose.
That's
Oh,
the only way
definitely.
we can get a
Definitely has to
fair,
be that
That's
way.
the only, that's the only way I judge. I don't wanna know who's who.
And everybody else just gets to chow down.
yeah.
We
we
should
must
just
get
give
to-
them the 12 chilies.
Yeah, just give them, and just, number it randomly and have a key to it.
And there were actually some people last year who sat themselves down. They
Oh.
went around to every single person, they collected their chilies, they sat them down, mind you, there were a lot. And they tried every chili and made their vote that
Yes,
way.
they did. saw
I
a couple
didn't do
ladies
it that
doing
way, yeah.
My grandson did. He
So if I liked one, I kinda just stayed and ate that.
I think John may have been the one he liked the best.
Yeah, it was good, John's was good.
And he should have been creative because he was with the different pheasant and everything in it.
Who won creative, anybody remember?
With something. I can only tell you it's gonna be good, that's the only guarantee.
That's what counts.
I wonder if there's an Italian chili I can make. Maybe look, put a little Parmesan in it, a little mozzarella.
Keep on talking about this Italian.
I'm gonna bring the food. It's not my fault it was after lunch now.
Parmesan, who puts Parmesan in chili, what are you, Italian?
Okay.
Huh?
I don't know, I
Who
was
puts
just.
pheasant in chili?
Yeah.
Good old gamey.
Deer and bison.
Tell me you put oregano in your dip.
I don't use oregano.
You don't?
Nope.
Some olive oil?
Well, my mother's a German Italian cook, so I guess that's as close as she gets. So, we are doing the Halloween thing too?
No.
No?
No, sir. Is that okay?
No, I think that's fine. I think we should, if we're going to stick with the chili deal, we're going to stick with health and wellness. I don't think it hurts to try to shuffle in one new thing.
It was a lot of work for
we can
not
skip
a lot
some,
of
see how it goes.
joy.
On the health and wellness, well, I'm sorry, on the health and wellness, I know we got January, is that
I don't
do
think
we wanna look at a later?
we should look at a date, yeah, that's
Yeah, I
a
mean,
great.
because that's a lot right after the chili, I mean, it's like 2 months really, when you take away the holidays. Coming right back, and I think that, and I don't remember exactly to your point earlier when we started.
Yeah,
but
I
it
want.
felt like we started like late summer,
Right,
you know,
I
so
feel
then,
like
so then
we
we'd
did.
be kind of like, we'd be overlapping planning and preparation.
yeah, but this is just a couple of phone calls here or there, or a follow-up email, just to get the people back on track. It's not a lot we have to do.
Gotcha.
And it was January 13th last year.
And I think that was kind of soon too, so if you want a little of a leeway, maybe we could do it like, not Valentine's Day, but maybe around Valentine's being like a heart health month, or I'm making this up,
No, it is Heart
hearts,
Health Month.
Take care of your health, come here. And so maybe if we just move it a month, we're not feeling like, we just did December, and now we're doing this, and nobody's back from vacation yet, and nobody has time off. Like you get back in January and everybody's crazy.
So we want Saturday in February?
Yeah, what do you think, Patty?
Yeah, I think that sounds like, I like
Saturday
correlating
the
with,
15th, I will check, I told you.
with heart health.
Yeah, just, I think we can, have like hearts all over it, Bel Air Beach wants to make sure you're healthy. Come get healthy.
And if we make a sign,
You
A
could
banner.
stop, you could say it 100
Okay.
times, they're not
so
gonna
you're in
make
charge
a
of the
sign.
banner.
You
I
could
can
tell them all
easily
day
do
long.
banner.
Huh?
I can easily do the banner. I just
And
gotta.
There's nothing to hang it on, what are you
Oh,
gonna
yes,
hang it
there
on?
is. That's my whole complaint. They've had these things out here forever and we don't use them.
There is, yeah.
Oh,
A
there is-
wire and 2 posts.
Yep.
Oh.
We usually have an ugly Christmas sweater
Mm.
thing for Christmas time.
That would be so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what we did the Christmas tree lighting, you mean combine it with that?
Why
Or
not? Make a little dance or
And make it- and make it go
Make it
faster.
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you got a contest with that one too. Who's got that?
Alright,
nice
I'm
Christmas
gonna remove health and wellness on
High five.
January.
sweater?
They don't have the 15th of February, but they have every other Saturday in February.
Did you say the 15th, Kyle?
So we don't have February 15th, but we have February 8th, February 22nd.
How about the 8th? It's the start of the month. It's the start of February. Valentine's Day's coming. Get healthy. Take your date. Aaron just had a really great idea. He said that perhaps we could turn the Christmas social into, or holiday social, whatever you call it, into the holiday social, but go a little bit further and ask people to wear ugly Christmas sweaters and make it a little fun. And I have decorations for that because I do a party. We do one every year. So
Haven't been invited.
you're going to get invited this year. You could come this year now. Now you can be my
To
friend.
try the Italian food.
Yes, please. Never even, I see all the pictures online, but
I
So
don't
not
post
the,
pictures.
so not the first, we're saying the 8th or the 22nd?
Oh, I see it. I think I
You
would
said
probably
the
vote
first
for
is available,
22nd
too.
over the 8th, just because my grandson turns 10 on the 10th. So that makes it his golden.
Patty, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
We're on to the Christmas party now, right?
No, we're still talking health and wellness date right now.
Okay, obviously, you're factoring in the bridge cleanup on the 3rd Saturday, right?
That's not us. That's the, what you call it? The foundation.
You're saying in February?
That's the foundation, but there's a lot of crossover on those deals. So the health and wellness fair was held on a Saturday, right?
Yes,
Right? So,
Well, I don't think the third one would
We
be,
have,
the third Saturday in February would be the 15th. And that's not,
right.
and that's not available.
So that's 1/15/25. And what is the date we've got on the health and wellness fair? Are we still debating that?
we're
We're-
looking at it. It could be the 1st, the 8th, or the 22nd.
and Michael was saying the 22nd might be better for all of us to get,
122 sounds good to me. Is that right?
2/22.
2/22.
2/22?
Yes, sir. February is a 2.
Okay, all right. 2/22/25. Okay.
and can I ask, do we have a date reserved for the holiday event, Kyle?
That is the,
The tree lighting thing.
yeah, it's gonna be December 2nd. Monday,
When's an
December
operation?
2nd.
That's in January, not February.
5 p.m.
December 2nd, 5 p.m.
Yes.
Got it, John?
I got 12/2/24, 5 p.m. for the Christmas party.
Correct.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, well, that was a good,
Yeah,
get
it was
together.
very productive.
So, Patty, I don't know if we
Yes,
wanna
sir.
go back and kind of motion this up.
Yes, let's do it.
So I know Cal sent the dates, but we sound like we need to lock October 13th, 12 to 4. We need to lock December 2nd, we don't need to. But the health and wellness on 2/22/25. So I think we probably need two separate motions, maybe.
Do we, Kyle? Motions for the dates?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
So you wanna do it? Do it.
No, go ahead.
I'll give a motion to approve, actually all 3 dates, even though you only need 2, but yeah.
Okay.
And second? Someone?
Second it.
All right, Patty.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motions are passed.
And what are the times on health, are we doing 12 to 3 again?
On who?
Health and wellness fair on February 22nd.
Well, what was it last year? Let me look.
We did 3 hours last year.
Instead of 4, the year before it was 4.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was plenty of time.
10:30?
I thought it was early. I thought it was a morning.
10, because I'm looking at, it says 9:30 setup.
It was 10 to 1.
Was it
10 to 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
So they come in at 9 and set up.
9:30,
So
yeah.
the,
10:30 or 1:30?
That's what it was?
That's what I had.
Okay. That sounds right.
That's
I think
good.
that was us, not them, was it? So I
Uh,
have 9:30 to 10 is the setup.
Let's look up the flyer.
Which would have been an hour before.
I'll look in constant contact.
And the holiday social is 5 to 6, right? It was 1 hour.
Well, if we're gonna extend it and make it a ugly sweater contest, let's make it a
But I
little
thought
bit
it was
longer.
like right before the
You can't
council
before the
meeting.
council meeting.
Oh.
It's right before the council meeting.
Yeah.
So
We'll
you gotta
move your
start
council
early.
meeting back an hour.
Does it have to be the same night?
I
Kyle?
don't know. We could propose something different.
I think from what I recall from the previous one is that you already had people in the building,
Everybody, yeah.
Mm.
you know.
Except the people that were in the building, Michael, were the same people that are in the building every time.
Oh, okay.
We did get new families though. We had about 3 or 4 new people come through and they were very excited about it. So they're out there.
And maybe
Aaron had a girl one.
maybe the recreational activities will help, you know, kind of have more spillover.
Yeah.
You know, new people just getting involved.
Let's
Let's
see,
look
we
at the calendar again.
advertised
When else could we?
10:30 to 1:30. That's fine, that's what we
You're
said.
getting so
Okay.
much abuse. Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why can't we do it like on a, like, instead of on a Monday afternoon, whenever your council meeting is, like, I don't know, maybe like a Sunday evening? Or,
I would just check with the mayor, he usually does the lighting.
Tree lighting.
So if they're good with it,
Okay, if I call him?
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we can have a
Yeah,
citizen
you
do
just come
it
by and
this
tell us
year.
what he said, that should be fine.
Maybe we can have a citizen turn the lights on this year.
What about the birthday girl?
Who's that?
What's her name? She just turned 101 or 100.
Oh.
That lives here in Bel Air?
Yeah, I heard her name.
Yeah.
For real?
Does she live with Nick or?
Oh no, I forget her. What is her name? Why am I forgetting?
Is that
her
the
name?
guy, he takes her to the 19th Street every single night for the sunset? Some guy and his mother.
That might be right. He lives right
I
around,
mean,
he lives at
it is-
23rd, so.
Yeah, she just turned 100 or 101.
Well, next time I see her, I'm gonna ask her if she's the 100-year-old person.
That's great. That would be really cool. My gosh.
Absolutely.
Come honor, you know,
Makes more
one of Bel Air
sense to me.
bees. Hey, you want to hear something interesting? This man, Louis Kupler, is buying a brick for the memorial, and I didn't know this man prior, and I was helping him do it, and he said to me, by the way, we've been in Bel Air Beach for 44 years, and I was the mayor in '86, or his wife was, or partner, and so I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, you're Bel Air Beach royalty, and he goes, oh yeah, I guess you could look at it. Anyway, he said, 2 weeks ago, I have to tell you, every time I passed that corner lot, I thought to myself, I wonder why the town never did something nice. And he said, I kept thinking, you know what would be really nice? A veterans memorial.
Aw,
I said,
that's
2
very-
weeks ago? I said, well, your wish is our command. We've been working on this all year. We've raised $20,000. He was like, really? So sweet.
Aw.
I said, maybe you could go there and speak with other veterans and we could all gather around, maybe hear
Yes.
some of your stories. He goes, I don't share any stories. I said, okay.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Maybe we could just come say hello.
And
So he
thank
was
you.
really excited.
That's wonderful to hear. Okay. So the last thing I have is that I'll call Dave and ask him about a different day and or a different person to do the lighting. Or if he wants to continue it on the council. May I also ask him, Kyle, about maybe making the meeting an hour later? So we could do 5 to 7 party and then go in the council meeting? If we're gonna make it more than just the tree lighting, you know, if we're gonna have an ugly sweater contest. No,
Sure.
okay.
Sure, yeah.
We'll do that for the meeting.
We're gonna
What
have
time
a-
does the
we're gonna have
meeting
a short
over?
meeting anyways.
I don't know. It depends on. I guess it depends on what's on the agenda.
I was gonna say, yeah, I
so
know
it's
that
a
means,
tough one, though.
yeah, if
Usually
it's a
December's
short
not a
meeting,
bad agenda.
December's not usually.
Usually not, but we never do.
Okay,
He's good at moving it along. What's the worst that could happen? He goes to 9.
alright, okay,
See?
so,
I was too nice.
that's really good, we've done a lot. Any other things about,
Losing the edge.
more recreational activities?
Oh, I got tons, but we can talk about it next time.
Okay,
Why don't you send them to Renee so we can see him this week?
yeah.
Why would be so bossy?
Because you keep saying you're gonna do things.
So do you.
All right, so number 6, moving on, merchandise updates. I went to, Renee, where's my paper? And looked back in there and they said they really haven't sold anything in a very long time. So I was just, 10 little towels, 17 bottles, the koozies.
Does that mean we haven't had any new Bel Air Beach residents come in?
Well, no, they have done that because they're out of welcome bags.
Yeah, they didn't tell me.
She said 1, there's 1 in there.
Whatever you mean.
There's 13 beach towels and 4 hats, 2 blue, 2 khaki. So, if you need any help with the welcome bags, give me a call. I can help stuff them if you want me to.
Put Aaron in charge of making welcome bags.
Who is?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Oh my
Aaron,
God.
if you need any help, give me a call.
I have supplies in my office. I think we're pretty good right now making more.
I'm gonna delegate that.
But remember, we always could use business coupons or deals or
Oh.
promos. You know? Yeah,
Huh?
I think we still got some of yours. We can always use like promos.
Oh, do you want more Club Plot? No, you should
More stuff that
have.
we got. I think we got plenty of those, so we'll keep going with those.
Hey, I kind of just noticed this, just my capital needs to be there, but I don't really care, just letting you know. Takazamo.
Oh, it's not a capital C?
It is, there's just one that isn't.
Oh, I missed one, okay.
Under motion, under number 9.
Gotcha, thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, I see it.
That's why when you were talking to me, I was like, oh. Huh. And then I went to see if it was right everywhere else.
Okay, any other business?
No, I think we're actually, well, for me, I think we're good there. Oh, yes, other business. What did we say we're gonna talk about? We said let's save it for later. Oh. Oh.
It was just, I think, we were asking what the code said about missing meetings.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's correct. Okay.
Oh, I have a question. When is the next park survey?
Yeah, that's a
When
good
do we
one.
do that?
Probably January again.
Yeah.
When did we do it?
Spring.
In April?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, that's
Well, then we should do it in
I'm gonna look
October.
at my email, should pop it up.
I mean, we've got that down to a science now.
Yeah, but John's gone. Let's not do it in October.
Well,
John's a big
when he
help.
came back.
Why do you want to move it in October? Or you want to do it
No, I'm
every
just
6
asking if
months?
it's every 6 months, isn't that what it's
No,
supposed to be?
it was yearly, right?
We did.
It was started at 6 months, but then it was really more like yearly, and I think we all agree that yearly is a better cycle.
Okay. Then, so we can wait till March or April.
Yeah, and then we'll get
Okay.
the last one.
The last update list I have has April, May dates on it as identified and completed. Right? You did this one?
Yeah, people were sending them in April, so we must have started arranging them by March. From my emails. No, we must have signed the parks in March, and then they were getting done in April.
Okay, that's probably right. So I guess we maybe need to make a note that in March we need to focus on it.
Start
Yeah.
focusing. Our March meeting, we can set it up for the April.
Yeah, okay.
Work?
Mm-hmm.
We're setting, right now, we're setting the time that we need to, do the facility survey.
Well, we're just saying April, sometime in April, because we did it last April, and we're just gonna do it yearly. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine with me,
Okay.
as long as, yeah, well, I'm gonna have it done before I leave in May, so.
Oh, perfect. Well, yeah, that will be a requirement. Has to be, will give us a 2-week window, and it has to be completed in 2 weeks.
There it is. Look at that ruling. I like
Hey,
it.
we don't need a tight window on those. It doesn't make any difference whether you do it in March or whether you do it in February or whether you do it in April.
I'll make sure.
It's all the same. They all look the same, you know what I'm saying? No need to come up with a real tight window on that, as long as we have a deadline.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Oh, let me write that down. Wait a minute. Surveys in April. That was our other business. John, do you have any other business you'd like to discuss?
No, very productive meeting.
Okay, how about we then go to, whoops.
Next meeting date
Yeah.
and
On
time.
my calendar. Okay, next meeting date, November, I mean, August. What's on the 15th? Something's on the 15th. Oh, something's good.
I am gonna be unavailable from the 7th through the 13th.
So why don't we do it the 8th?
I cannot do, if we do it on Thursday, I can't do it on the 8th. I can do it on the 15th.
Hey, John, you said you cannot do it on the 8th?
I cannot do it on the 8th.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and schedule for the 8th.
Johnny's messing with you.
Yeah, Mike, you're asleep.
Okay, what's today? The
It's not
23rd?
even fair, it's not even a fair game.
It's not. It's not. Okay, so Tuesdays or Thursdays first? What's,
The 15th looked good for me, if John said he can make the 15th, Michael.
I think the
You're
15th, yeah, I'm out the
super
6th
important.
through the 11th, but I think the 15th is good.
for you?
Good.
I'll be fine.
Can't say I'll be messed with.
Are we talking about the 15th?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
15th works for me.
Okay, I can't bring food that time.
Oh, weird.
So what time do we want to have the meeting then? That's the
Let's
date
do
now.
12 o'clock.
What are you bringing though?
You on the shells?
You want shells? Yeah, I'll bring shells.
12
Okay.
o'clock, Deb providing lunch.
Yeah, I'll bring
Deb,
stuff.
would you want me to bring salad?
Okay,
All right.
so we're gonna have a lunch meeting.
I don't bring
Woo!
Coke Zero.
I'll bring.
We'll eat for you,
I'll bring the
John.
fun.
What a group.
John's gonna bring pheasant.
Poor Michael just sits
So
here.
is that, I'm just keeping, I'm trying to keep up. So is that
I
a
wouldn't.
motion by,
By somebody to what, for the meeting date?
yeah,
Hey, John, you want to make a motion?
I move that we have the next meeting on Thursday, August 15th, and if that's agreeable, I move we adjourn the meeting.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's vote first on the new date. Everybody for August 15th? I didn't even hear a second, but.
I'll second.
I'll second.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
Michael seconded,
All
good.
right. And all in favor? Aye,
Aye,
All right.
aye, aye, aye.
and then on his.
So 12 o'clock, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to second the adjournment? one?
I will second his motion to move to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye. 3:18. The time is 3:18.